Welcome to Money Matters. I'm Jim DiDio, and with me tonight is Dave Ebner. How are you, Dave?
Great, Jim. How about yourself?
I'm terrific, thanks. So I'd like to welcome our guest tonight. We have a gentleman who's got 30 years in the IT business. We were talking a little bit about the industry. He's a senior level executive consultant, and he's had his own business, and he just formed his business with another one, and I'd like to welcome Liberio. Welcome to the show tonight.
Nice to be here.
Good. It's good to have you here. So the name of your company is Computer Methods Corp.
Correct.
Right? Good. And what does the company do?
Well, Computer Methods actually started 30 years ago, and what they primarily started out doing was staffing, technical staffing, back when technical staffing was really riding a high. In the last 2-3 years, the CEO of the company took a direction of trying to get more into executive consulting, management consulting, as the staffing business moved more from just placing technical people to helping firms manage the whole HR process around technology. So adding a management level program seemed to make a lot of sense. And then he and I had been friends, and he knew about what I had been working on, and we brought the two programs together, and we just added what we call quantum leadership, which was my service program, to the executive consulting program at Computer Methods, which the one he has now is called Point. Which is more focused on large companies, whereas mine's focused on small and mediums.
So who at the small medium company could benefit from quantum
leadership?
Quantum leadership.
Yeah, quantum leadership really provides C-level type talent into a small and medium company that really, for whatever reason, either doesn't have it because they don't think they can afford it, or they've taken the funds and placed them in a technology person who really can't provide strategic level advice and management. So what we try to do with the program is not come in to manage things from a tactical perspective, but to come in and be partner with the executive team for a small and medium company to help them meet their business objectives. Okay, and technology just happens to be what's in our toolkit.
So how does a program work? Or let me ask you another question. Does a program work differently with different industries?
It could. I mean, it's fairly new, and the ones we've worked with the most have been healthcare, long-term care, some medical practices, and low end of hospitals. We've also done it with a few financial companies and with the arts. In each case, you got to tailor the program to the client. You can't come in with a canned approach to technology because different industries have different needs out of their technology.
So be more specifically, what is it exactly? What is the service? Maybe that would be
if you would think of a management consulting coming in to basically fill a gap. If you have a small business team that has maybe a CFO and a CEO and a few managers, someone on that team is taking care of the information technology.
I see.
But they may not be the right skill mix.
Probably aren't, right.
So what we bring to the table is years of experience in that skill mix to add to that team so that they have a better view as to how they can use technology, not only what they have today, but how they can leverage their future goals with it. And that's often lacking. They'll spend their money on an information technology person that fits their budget, and they hire them full time, but they can't get that strategic push that they need. And that's what we bring to the table.
So the strategy includes hardware and software and...
We could, and in fact, if you look at the trends in the business, particularly for small and mediums, they are quickly going to what we call a zero-footprint computing model.
Which means what?
Well, which simply means almost what it says. It says that we're coming to a day where the data center shrinks to zero. And in a small and medium business, 30 years ago, it was zero. And then they started adding, the mini computers got them going on it, and that data center has been growing. Now we're seeing, with the introduction of virtualization and what's commonly called cloud computing, the ability to actually have your on-site data center shrink to the point where you don't have to worry about managing the technology per se, but you can spend more of your time figuring out how the technology can help your business.
Well, it's about time. That's all I could say. You know, we used to define technology as something that didn't work.
Right.
So, but I'm curious.
That's what kept me in business.
Oh, good. Well, so a service like this, I get a sense that it brings a lot more in the way of a better and broader understanding, but what does it cost?
Well, it's interesting. The way we try to price it, it would be nice if we could value price it at this point. But you obviously can't do that when you're trying to introduce something brand new. What we try to do is, and this is what's different about what we offer from what's traditionally offered in the marketplace. A lot of firms sell this on a time and materials basis, and that just doesn't work when you're trying to work as part of an executive team. You can't be watching the clock and looking at the budget. So what we try to do is size up the engagement as a year-long process or a multi-year-long process and come up with a price that no matter how you cut it, it would be less than if they hired a full-time resource to just do that one job. Now, we're only bringing to the table the amount of time and resource that they actually need to accomplish the goal, but we have to price it right for ourselves because we're on call as part of that team. We're buying into their goals.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, if they expand the goal set on us, that's good for both of us. That means they're happy with us.
Right.
And
Life is good.
Well, you know, Louis, our time's up, believe it or not. It went fast, as technology goes fast. But, you know, you ended on a very good point. It is important, especially if you're investing dollars and or you want to save dollars, to get some good advice beforehand. So we appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
And we
Thanks
like
for
the
having me.
information.
Pleasure.
And signing off from TV Money Matters, I'm Jim DiDio. Thank you.